What is up, boys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Grant, and today I have an absolute banger for you. It's Nobody is Coming to Save You, and it's a good thing. Have you ever noticed that life never really gives you the moment you're waiting for? You think one day you'll wake up motivated, or you'll finally have enough money to start. Maybe you'll meet the right people, or get the right opportunity, or just suddenly become more confident. Then weeks turn into months, and then months turn into years, and before you know it, you're standing in the same place wondering why nothing has changed. I had to learn something that completely changed the way I look at life. Nobody is coming to save you. And at first, it sounds harsh, but once you accept it, it's one of the most freeing things that you'll ever realize. I think one of the biggest lies we tell ourselves is that waiting is harmless. I'll start after a vacation, or tomorrow I'll start, next Monday I'll start. Whenever my life settles down, I'll start. And I've said every single one of those. But the problem is that life never settles down. Something is always happening. You're busy, tired, money might be tight, work gets stressful. There's always another excuse waiting around the corner. And for a long time, I was preparing for success, or at least I thought I was preparing for success. Looking back, I was just delaying it. And there's a huge difference. I used to overthink everything, posting something online or talking to someone new, starting something new. I assumed everyone was paying attention, but the truth is that most people are too busy worrying about themselves. Think about yesterday. Can you remember what the random guy at the grocery store was wearing? Probably not. But somehow we convince ourselves that people are analyzing our every move. And once I realized this, it became so much easier to take action. Not because became fearless, because I stopped assuming everyone was watching. I used to chase motivation like it was some secret ingredient, watching those reels or the videos and listen to podcasts and reading quotes. I'd feel unstoppable, but only for like a couple hours. Then I'd be right back to where I started. Eventually it clicked. The people I admire probably don't wake up feeling excited every day either. They just stop negotiating with themselves. They made the decision before their emotions had a vote. And that's where discipline comes in. Not feeling expired and doing it anyway. Failure gets talked about all the time, but comfort doesn't. Comfort is what quietly steals years from people's lives. Nothing dramatic happens. You just keep choosing what's easy. Watching one more episode, or just, scrolling for another hour, skipping a workout because you'll make it up tomorrow. And none of those decisions necessarily ruin your life. It's the fact that they happen over and over and over again. That's what changes your future. Not one bad day, but 1,000 comfortable ones. I remember realizing something one day. Nobody was going to force me to become the person that I wanted to be, whether it was my parents, friends, girlfriend, or even my mentors. If I wanted my life to be different, I had to become a different person, which sounds obvious now, but at the time it was so uncomfortable because it meant I couldn't blame anyone else for my problems anymore. And once I accepted that, everything became simpler. Not easier, but simpler. Every decision that I made became one question: is this moving me towards the life that I want, or away from it? So if you're waiting for life to suddenly make sense, it probably won't. If you're waiting until you feel confident, you'll be waiting forever. The version of you that has the business, the body, the confidence, the perfect relationship doesn't magically appear one morning. It gets built one workout at a time, one conversation at a time, one uncomfortable decision at a time. Nobody's coming to save you. And that's actually the best news you'll hear all day, because it means your future isn't sitting in someone else's hands, but it's sitting in yours. Cheers.